Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Notice I didn't say good morning this time, but let's change it a little bit. So, in today's video, what I want to talk about is the things that you can do when you're first starting your store in order and just do everything step by step. And this is probably going to be one of the best videos I've ever made, so make sure you stay tuned for this one. Now, before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because there's a ton of content coming, and I upgraded my lighting, as you can see, or maybe not, but let me know what you think of that, and let's dive straight into it. So the very first thing that you want to do on the very first day, once you've decided that you do want to start your store and you want to make money because you've seen some videos and you really want to get into that, the very first thing that you want to do is you want to find a product that sells. Don't go for a product that's you're the only one in your niche, because there's a reason why you're not the only one in your niche. So, to find a product that sells, there are a few ways to do that. The first way is you go to AliExpress and you scroll down, and I forgot what it's called on the menu, but if you scroll right down to the bottom of your product, you can see how many products they've sold in the last, whatever you want to see, day, week, whatever. So that's a very good tip, because most people don't know this, and if a product has sold a lot, then that means you can sell a lot. The second thing that you can do is you go to Instagram and you find products that are being advertised a lot, and then you can go to AliExpress and find out if they are selling. But if there's a ton of ads, that means they're selling a ton of products, so you want to get into that. The next thing that you want to do, once you have found a product that is selling, you want to go to Instagram and find pages that are related to your product. Now, you want to go down as niche as possible. An example I'm gonna give you here is if you have a lion related product, for example, you want to go to a lion page. You don't go to a wildlife page, which you can move further on if the first one is working, but you really want to go to a lion page, and that's just an example. You can do the same thing with dogs. For example, go to the pit bull niche, something like that. So go down as niche as possible, because the people finding that page are really targeted, and that's the best thing that you can have. So find a good Instagram page. So once you have done this should take about a day, maybe less. And so now we're gonna head to the second day, which is making your store. Now, I do have a 14-day free trial, so just down below. Once you're on your second day, you've learned it, you want to build your store. So when you build your store, you want to find that one product that you've decided you want to sell. You want to base your store around it. So you want to make a website based around one product, the product that you've decided that you know is selling. You want to base your store around it. You can inspire yourself with other stores and things like that. You want to make everything around that product, because this is the one you're going to advertise and try to sell. So I would advise you to get a lower ticket item, because it's easier to sell, especially if you're beginning, because higher ticket items you sell a bit less. But lower ticket items are easier, so I suggest you go into it, and then you can upsell the people and sell them higher ticket products. But to get them in, you want to sell a lower ticket item. That's what I would advise you, unless you really know what you're doing and you're an expert, which I don't think many people are watching this channel that are experts. So if you're watching this channel, I highly suggest you start with a lower ticket item. So building your store shouldn't take more than a day. I've built my very first store in one afternoon. It did take me quite a long afternoon, but I built it in one afternoon, and that was my very first store. So you really want to take less than a day. If you're taking more than that, you're probably trying to make it too perfect. So just get on with it and finish it in the day, during one day. The next thing that you want to do, and you can do this the same day as you've created your store, you can create your social media page. What I mean by this is basically an Instagram page. You can build a Facebook page as well, because that allows you to have a professional Instagram page with all the stats and everything. So that's the only thing you need, but basically build up your Instagram profile. And I have a video about this, which is very important, about how to grow your Instagram page, and I really suggest you watch that video if this is the step that is next. So I'm not going to dive straight into it, but building your Instagram page is really good for the future. At the beginning, not that big of a deal, but you want to start from the beginning to have more followers. Some people like to buy followers. I don't personally do this, because I feel like if you have really real followers, that can be potential new customers, and that's just the way to go. And you can still sell even if you have like 0 followers on Instagram, and I'll tell you why soon. So on your Instagram profile, obviously you want to include your website in case somebody comes across it. They can just click on the link in bio and get onto your website. So make sure you do that. The next thing is on your website, on your Shopify store, you want to have your Facebook pixel installed. If you don't have your Facebook pixel installed, it's gonna really bother you once you have those first 100 sales and you can't move on to Facebook. So make sure that you have your Facebook pixel installed. That's the most important thing that you want to have on your Shopify store. So once you've done this, the third day, what you want to do is you want to contact Instagram influencers. You know, the ones that I told you to search for, that you know they're in your niche. Contact them. You want to contact so many people, because a lot of them, depending on your niche, a lot of them might not reply. So make sure you contact a lot of people, because you don't want to get discouraged if you send 10 DMs and nobody replies. So you really want to send a lot of them and you'll get some replies. Once you've done that, and before you get any replies, you want to make an Instagram ad. I've made a video on this, so make sure you check that one if that's the stage you're looking at. So you want to make a really good Instagram ad before you even get replies. Like the first day you're sending DMs to influencers, make sure that you have an ad that's ready for them, because otherwise you're gonna rush it and it's just not gonna look good. Also, I suggest you watch my video on how not to get scammed by influencers, because that will help you save a lot of money for fake influencers with fake followers and things like that. So watch that video. I think that's the name of it. It's called How Not to Get Scammed by Influencers. Just look on my channel, you'll find it. So once you get some replies, you have your ad ready, you just want to go and get a shout out. A lot of people are not willing to spend money, but that's the only way that you're gonna get your money back and get some sales. So you really want to buy a shout out, don't hesitate, and you'll probably get some sales. Maybe you won't, but just keep going. If you don't, you might want to change the influencer, and you might want to change the ad, something like that. And that depends on a lot of things. And I did make a video about this, and you can search for it, but I don't remember what it's called. So good luck to you, but it's on my channel. Now, you're getting shout outs from your influencers. You're getting sales, you're not getting sales. There's 2 things you want to do. 1, you're getting sales. Great, keep going with that influencer, send some more traffic, try some new products, things like that. And that's the last video I talked about. So I won't get too much into it, but that's what you want to do. You just want to keep going with that influencer and find some other ones, obviously. If you're not making sales, either you're getting traffic to your site. In that case, if you're not making sales but you're getting traffic, either it's based for a poor country and you want to change the influencer, or there's something wrong with your website or your product. So make sure that you look at that if you're not making sales. And if it's the influencer, change the influencer. So once you start doing that, you'll be getting sales. and you just want to keep going and keep going until you get to 100 to 150 sales. That's kind of what I want to look at, the window I want to look at, because your pixel is gonna be really growing and know who is buying from your store. So you can switch to Facebook, not switch completely because you'll know you're making sales with Instagram. So go to Facebook, but keep doing influencer shoutouts, but just focus on Facebook, take the exact same ad and just target people that are the same to your lookalike audience, and you should be growing your store really well and you'll be really happy. And I'll be happy because I have helped you out. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, whatever you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!